you hear me?
Yes, sir, you're audible.
So we'll be starting very soon.
Yeah, no problem. We can just wait for some few more minutes if someone is joining. Shall we start or should we wait for some few more minutes?
Yes, we are just within 1 or 2 minutes we'll be starting.
Okay, no problem, no problem.
So yeah, here we start the session. So good evening and welcome everyone. And our speaker for today's online student alumni meet is Mr. Pravesh Tamang sir. He is an alumnus of our college at Durgapur. He graduated from our college in 2015 from the biotechnology department. After that, he did his MTech in agricultural biotechnology from IIT Kharagpur. And he also pursued his PhD from Leibniz University, Hannover, Germany. Currently, he is also Netaji Subhas ICAR International Fellow. So, sir, once again, I welcome you in our meet. So, sir, please take over the session. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much, Nasir, for the warm introduction. Good evening, everyone. It's good afternoon for me here in Germany. And thank you for the opportunity. I was invited since long time, since 2 months here to give a small presentation about my journey, but due to my busy schedule, I couldn't. So today I want to share my screen first.
Yes, sir, you can present now.
Yes. Can you see my screen? I can. Yeah. Now it's.
Yes, sir.
Yes, no.
So thank you very much once again. So today I would be presenting higher education in Germany. So mostly I will be talking about the different scholarships which are available and how can you apply, and briefly about the opportunities in Germany. So mainly this will be interesting for people who will be pursuing higher studies after your bachelor's. I think for them this would be an interesting seminar, and at the end I will also send you the PPT so that you can share among yourself, because I have given some links over there so you can have more information. So I cannot give you everything today, but you can also go through the information later on. So I am in Germany since 2018, and 2016 I was here for a brief time. Again, went back to India, and then I started my PhD in 2018, and since then I am here in Germany. So Nasir Mohammed Nasir has already given a brief introduction. So I think I don't have to give an introduction about myself. So I did my BTech from NIT Durgapur in 2015. I completed, and then after I did my masters from IIT Kharagpur, and I completed my PhD recently in February in 2022 from Leibniz University, Hannover, in environmental biotechnology. And currently, I'm working as a scientific assistant at the Embassy of India, Berlin. So why did I choose Germany? Because there are several opportunities with German government and the Indian government is trying to provide to the students, and there are opportunities there which we can grab to come here. I came for my master's thesis. I did my master's thesis in Germany through a DAD scholarship, and with a collaboration between IIT and the Technical University in in Hannover in Germany. So with this opportunity, this was a great opportunity for me to grab a chance to come here, and then I started my PhD, which helped me to get a PhD here. So I would like to share this a small experience, my experience, and I will also give you some tips how to apply and where you can apply. So what are the opportunities? That will be the main focus of this talk. And you also always ask me a question at the end. Yeah, in between also you can also ask in between if something is not clear. So when I was preparing this presentation for today's session, I was going through my pictures, from NIT Durgapur, and when I think of NIT Durgapur, I feel like home. And you can see the picture of Hall 9. Where this is the hall where we spent our first years. So I don't know, now it's Hall 11 or something like that for the first years, but
Yes,
for
sir.
us, yes, Hall 11, right? So, but for us, it was Hall 9. So the entire batch was there, or around 700, 650 to 700 students there. And we spent 1 year in this hall, and it was a great time. And the whole, all, what do you call? In 4 years I missed this hall 9 a lot, because that time there was like no, it's just we just entered the college, and there was nothing to worry, and we came out of the home, and it's a freedom, and we enjoyed a lot there. So I miss hall 9 every time, and I wish I could go back there and live for some more time. So then we made friends there, long lasting friends. It has become a family now, and we are still in touch. So you can see our small pictures from us. And one more thing, what makes me attached to NIT Durgapur, and I'm still in contact, is the Bihari More Education Project. So I coordinated this project for 3 years there, from my second year to my final year. I'm still helping and coordinating the project from here in Germany with our team. And yeah, I think most of you already know about this project. This is an volunteer driven what do you call, independent initiative to mentor the underprivileged students from the campus, around the campus
Yes,
Bihari
sir.
More. Yes.
Yes, sir. They are still very much active and helping a lot of students actually.
Yes, I know. So I was also requested to give a small introduction here. So this became a legacy after 2009. Our seniors started, and we continued, and our juniors are still doing it. So I'm still in contact, and with our organization team, their managing team. So, but for last 1 year, I am not so much active, but I always take the updates from our organization team, what is going on and what we can do to improve it further. So till now until now we have like from Ranchi Colony in Bihari more 120 to 130 students. We also prepare the students for this Jawaharlal Nehru Navodaya Vidyalaya exam, which is free of cost of education. So we have 6 students there studying. We have like the project ASA is for the preparation of this entrance exam, and there are 40 to 50 students who are taking the benefit of this course. And we have 5 students who is studying in St. Christopher's, that is fully funded by our alumni and our funding of sponsors. There is 1 student who is going to the Tej Bahadur school, like Guru Tej Bahadur this school, and there are 5 students who are studying in Kendra Vidyalaya from the students which we have more mentored. one of our what were success, 10 years success. In 2020, one of our student cleared the JEE mains exam, and he's from Biharimo, and he is now doing engineering, mechanical engineering in one of the institutes in India. So if you are interested, if you don't know about this project, I hope everyone knows it over here. You can always contact Vishal, and the contact number is given here. So let's come back to the main topic of today's discussion order, today's session, that is Germany, higher education in Germany. Why? Why do I prefer to come to Germany, or why people prefer to come to Germany? I feel that it is a land of ideas because a lot of innovation happens here. A lot of new technologies are developed here. The people here are very hardworking, and I think this is one of the main thing that attracts a lot of students to Germany. And the second thing is the tuition fees. The tuition fees is like most of the government institutions, public institutions, the tuition fees is zero. You don't have to pay any tuition fees, and there are courses where you have to pay tuition fees, but that tuition fees is so minimal that it's like a way less than what you pay in USA or UK. So sometimes it costs only like 4,000 euros for the whole course, and that is barely like 2 to 3 lakh rupees. And we also have a better job opportunities. After you finish your course, you get 18 months time to seek a job, and I think it's a long time to search for a job, and that is what the German government gives the students coming to study here in Germany. Apart from the universities, Germany has a lot of research institutions. Like these institutes are not only the government funded or public funded, but they have ties with industries, and they do projects which are industrial need driven, and they also do lots of projects which is science driven, but most of them are technology driven. So these some of the institutes are Max Planck Society, Helmholtz Association, Leibniz Association, and Fraunhofer Association, Fraunhofer institutes. So there are 20 to 30 Fraunhofer institutes in Germany which are doing research in all kinds of fields. Everywhere you can find, from bio to civil engineering, from chemical engineering to every field you find, from information technology to everywhere you can find Fraunhofer institutes and Max Planck institutes. And these two institutes, mostly Fraunhofer institutes, are closely integrated with have a collaboration with industry, and they do a lot of these industrial driven projects and develop new technology, and they are also responsible for technology transfer. So they not only do the research, but they also transfer the technology in Germany. And lastly is the India and Germany has a strategic partner. That means that both the governments meet each other to develop new schemes and programs to build the bilateral ties. So there's a meeting between the two governments every 2 years. They meet each other, and they will bring new schemes and programs, so that there is a lot of mobility of students in Germany, and the German students coming to India, and there is a lot of research exchange. So that's why both the India and Germany, seek new opportunities for the students, and provide new opportunities to come to Germany, or the Germans come to India, so that we have a good research exchange and a good friendly environment between two countries.
Yeah.
So these are, yes.
What about the language barrier?
Yes, this is a good question. You have a great language. Like, language barrier is one of the reason why people, they have this hesitation. This is a barrier. So usually, if you start your masters here, you can already start learning language. So it's not a hard language. I don't think it's a very hard language, but it takes time to learn. And if you can overcome, and there are so many examples where Indians have mastered the language and doing so well in Germany. But it takes time. You have to put a lot of effort. That is one of the thing in Germany. The language, everything is in German. So English you can expect in bigger cities, but most of the universities are in German. But you can find courses which are also in English. But I think so if you spend more time but in learning language, mixing with the German people and learning the culture, I think it's not a very difficult language to learn.
What I mean to say is that are people like cooperative uh, when you are like learning the language and
Yes. Yes.
initial days?
Yeah, it's not like Germany attracts a lot of students. There is not only like from India. Germany has students from all over the world. Okay, because of the DAD, the DAD, what do you call, association, the funding association. Because of this, Germany attracts a lot of students from different part of the world. You can find students from Korea, Japan, Vietnam, to from US, Canada, Argentina, South America. You can find a lot of students here. So it's a very multi culture land. So it's a little bit difficult initially, but when you learn the culture and language, then everything is easier. It's just I think, what do you call, they accept the foreigners. In India you don't find so much of a multinational, what do you call, culture. But in Germany it's purely like, you can find in university it's very multinational. You can find in your batchmate, you can have like from different countries, 5 6 7 8 countries. There are students there, and you learn different new things. That's why it's a good opportunity to learn about different countries here. You have friends from different countries, and then you learn different cultures. And I think that's also good for your developing your portfolio later on.
Thank
Sir,
Yes.
sir, what is the cost of living in Germany?
Currently, according to the government, it is 860 euros almost per month for the students. So that is the government estimation, but it depends upon how you live. So yeah, so if you are staying in the student hostel, it's called student dormitories. So the cost of living is almost like the rent it varies from 200 euros to 350 euros, depending upon which city you are living. If you are living in big cities like Munich, Berlin, Hamburg, Frankfurt, the living cost is a bit higher. But the cities which are like not the second, I cannot call second class, but less populated, and these cities are very what do you call, less expensive than the other cities. So if you live in Munich is one of the most expensive cities. So I think it will be more than 1,000 euros monthly expenses for one, because the flat will cost almost 500 to 600 euros, and the resting depends upon you. But according to the government, it is 860 euros. Okay, so let's understand the education system, how the German education system is. So there are two kinds of universities in Germany. One is called the Universities of Applied Sciences, and the other is it's just a university, or the technical universities. So these technical universities are somewhat equivalent to IITs in Germany. So the best technical universities are called TU9. There are 9 technical universities which are like the top 9 universities in Germany. And the basic difference between this University of Applied Sciences and the technical university is that the University of Applied Sciences can only give like master's and bachelor's degree, but the universities or technical university can give PhD degrees also. This what do you call, applied universities have they are very practical oriented. Mostly they provide engineering courses, and they are also industrial oriented. They have a partner with industry and collaboration with industry with different projects but the universities do like basic research, science research. And the difference, I already told that it's only the PhD. And when you move from the applied university to the applied science, like University of Applied Science to the University or Technical University, you need to have some kind of extra credit points to fulfill the what you call the credit gap. So it's, you can always move, but the university degrees are always considered the higher than the technical applied sciences. That is the basic difference, but everything is all other remains the same. The living cost and everything in the both the side university. And the Germany, there is no tuition fees in the Germany, but there is something called semester fees, which depends upon the university and the city where you're living, and it may cost from like 90 euros per semester to 300 to 400 euros per semester. And this semester fees includes your transportation costs. Yeah, you don't have to pay for the public transport in the city where the university is there. So this, you pay one lump sum in a semester, in the beginning of semester, and then you use the public transport in the city where you're living for free. So it depends upon the university and the city you're living. So I think this scholarship will be very interesting for you, for the BTech students, because this 3 scholarship gives you an opportunity to visit Germany. Okay, so the first is called the WISE scholarship. I think most of you know about this one. This is, you can apply when you are in 3rd year, at the end of the 3rd year. And with this scholarship, they provide you the living expenses of around 860 euros per month for 3 to 6 months, I guess. And you can visit one of the university in Germany and do your internship. Yeah, only to the public university in Germany. You can visit any public university, but it can be applied sciences or the TU9, the technical universities. So you can apply for the WISE scholarship, which is offered by DAD, and come to Germany and spend 2 to 6 months here for an internship. The second is the Erasmus Plus program. This is offered by the European Union. So if with this Erasmus Plus, you are not restricted only in Germany, but you can go to any European university in Europe, like in France, Italy, Spain, anywhere you can apply for the grant and go to the you have first get an acceptance letter from the university that you will be coming, like an approval letter, and then you can apply for the scholarship. And if the scholarship is granted, then you can travel to the country with using the Erasmus Plus program. So with this Erasmus Plus program, the European student can also go to the different universities around the world. The other interesting which DART gives is the study visit by group of foreign students. So in this funding, in this funding program, you can have a group of 15 students, and this 15 students must be led by a professor, and then the university has to apply for the grant to the DAD that you will be visiting the university in Germany. And you can go if this grant is or this fund is awarded to you, then you can visit 2 to 3 universities in Germany in the span of 1 or 2 weeks, 10 days or 2 weeks. In span of time, you can go and learn and network and learn about the university and develop network there. That is why these grants are given. So I think this will be the most interesting thing for you to apply if you are in 3rd semester right now, and maybe next year you can see you can apply for one of these scholarship. And for the last one, you need to have a group and a professor has to be involved. The university has to be the NIT Durgapur has to involved for the last one. For the first 2 you can just write an email to the professors in different universities that I want to come join your lab, or I want to do internship. Then and if they say yes, then you can apply for the scholarships. Yeah. and maybe the professors in our university can help you to build a contact with, maybe they have a collaboration, or maybe they have some known professor, like in a network. From the network they can suggest you or refer to some professors and get an acceptance letter. The other, what you call scholarship, this is the scholarship which will help you to come to Germany to do the masters. Your master, if you are willing to do master, what you call, further, higher studies, you want to do master, then there are few scholarships which will help you to come to Germany, and they will fund you the living expense here. And I think that is a sufficient amount to stay in Germany and complete your masters. So the first is the DAD, what you call master study program. So you can, for this, the DAD will only give you the scholarship, but you have to find the university, get an admission there. Okay, so the first thing is that you have to find a course, master's course, and I will show you how to search a master course and later. Then you have to apply for the scholarship simultaneously, and when the scholarship is granted and you have admission, then you can go to Germany and start your master program. Usually the master program, the new program starts from October. The new semester starts in October in Germany, which is called the winter semester, and most of the first semester starts on the October session. The second is the development related postgraduate course. This is a very specific what you call scholarship. So there are different master's courses in Germany, all over in Germany, in different university. So that what DAD has done, there are specific master course where DAD provides the scholarship. So there is one course, master of technology, what do you call it? MSc in, for example, biotechnology. So the DAD will give a specific scholarship only to that course. So in here, I have in this list, when you click in this link, later on, you'll find a list of universities, all the university and the different master's course where DAD provides the scholarship for this specific program. And in the other link, you can find how to apply for the program. So so you can also search for the master course which fits you, and you can apply for the scholarship and come to Germany. The other is the university or the state government scholarship. So every university has their own scholarship, and also the state government of the states, different states have different scholarship. It depends upon which state you are going in Germany and which university, they have their own scholarship. So for example, in the Leibniz University, we have a course called Water Resource and Environment Management. This is a master course, Master of Science course, and for this we have a very specific scholarship from state government which you can apply, and through which you can fund your living expense. And this course also belongs to this development related course. This also belongs in this one, and this criteria, and you can also apply this scholarship. So there are multiple scholarships to come to this course. Also the Indian government also gives a scholarship known as the National Overseas Scholarship. So this is for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, for the low income people and physically challenged people. So you can apply to this scholarship and also study masters in Germany. So I think you have to check the NOS website for the announcement when you can apply and how you can apply. I think you are more aware about this National Overseas Scholarship. So the next is searching the master's course. Now, if you are completing a BTech and you are looking for the opportunity in high school, in higher education in Germany, and you are looking at, you don't know how to start searching for the which master course I should go, and which university should I go, and which universities offer the master courses, and how to compare. So there are two sites. One is the Hochschule Kompass, or known as Higher Education Compass. If you go to this website, you will find, if you just enter a keyword, just enter, I want to do process engineering. And if you just enter process engineering, then it will give you all the list of courses, all the list of different process engineering courses offered by different universities in Germany. And if you click the link there, and they will give you the detail where you can apply, how you can apply, when you can apply, and what are the criteria required for the application. So this is one of the important thing I think you should use it. And the other is the DAD international program. This also gives you the list. You just have to enter the keyword, and then it will provide you the list of different courses available for which you can take in Germany as an international student. And you can also check if it is the course is in English or in German, and what are the requirements, and everything can be provided by these two these two websites. And they are very trustworthy. These two are the I don't trust other things, but this two gives you the most reliable information about all the universities in Germany and the courses offered. So please, if you are planning to come to Germany, then this can be the best, I think. So such sites, where you can find different courses. Now, moving to the PhD, if you want to continue more, study more, and do your PhD, do research, then there are two ways you can get your PhD degree. So for PhD degree, you need a fund, to pay, like a scholarship, what you will get in the JRFs in our university gets, the monthly scholar stipend which we get. So for this, there are two ways. So you can apply for a scholarship, or you can get money from a project. So what happens in Germany, the professor, which is your supervisor, has a project, applies for a project, and if he gets a project, he also gets a money to give the the employer who's working in the project, to pay them. So if you apply for this project to the project, you will get an employment contract, and you will have to stay in Germany in an working visa. But and the one of the most one disadvantage of this is that you will also have to do work in the project, and you have to use the results in the project to write a PhD thesis later on. So, but you have to also fulfill the aims and objectives of the project, and you also have to do your aims and objectives of your thesis also, because sometimes the aims and objectives doesn't match, even if the project is same, but the aims and objectives of the thesis and the project doesn't match. So you have to work in the both sides, and you have to invest a little bit more time, not a little bit, a lot of time in your thesis and the project, and to find out about the these project funds, hiring to the project funds. All the university in Germany has a career website. So if you click on the career or the job opportunities, there are different names there, and you can see the list of advertisement which what the recent announcement where they are hiring a research assistant to the project funds, and you can apply to that, and you get selected, interview, and then you have the contract, and you can go to Germany with the employment contract and a working visa. With the scholarship is that you just have your project, your thesis, aim, objectives, and you are just receiving the money for your expenses, and you will be enrolled as a student, PhD student, and you just work on your project and finish your project. And I think so with the scholarship, you can finish the project very faster. You can finish the thesis in 4 years. If you have an employment contract, it takes about 5 years, maybe to 6 years to complete your PhD, because you need a lot of time to do both the works. With the scholarship, it takes around 4 years, sometimes 4.5 to 5 years to complete your PhD. So there are several scholarships where you can apply for the scholarships for the PhD program. One is from the DAD program. DAD also gives a grant for studying. They are doing the PhD research. So it's mostly 1,200 euros per month, which DAD offers. The other is also you can also do PhD in India, and you can find a supervisor in Germany, and you can spend like a year, 50% of your PhD in Germany. So this is called the binationally supervised doctoral degree program. So both the supervisors can supervise, and you can spend half the time in Germany and half the time in India for the PhD. The other program is the graduate school scholarship program. So this is also offered by that, but this is a structured PhD. That means that the supervisor has already set of aims and objectives, you have to fulfill the aims and objectives of that program, and then the results you can use as a PhD. It's like a project already decided what is to be done, and you just do it, you finish it, you get the result, and you get a PhD. This is called structured PhD. And the normal PhD is that you do the research, you find things, new things, you develop your own objectives, and that is the difference between structured and the normal PhD. So the graduate school scholarship program offers scholarship to the structured PhD, where there is a already defined objectives and aims of the project PhD thesis. So this one also is a very interesting program. One of my batchmates is doing a PhD here in Germany with same of the program from NIT. The other is the Netaji Subhas, Indian Council for Agricultural Research International Fellowship. This is provided by the ICAR in India. You can apply for the this program, and you have to check the website. They announce different times in the every year they change the announcement timings. So I cannot tell when exactly it's being announced, but I think so the announcement is gonna happen soon in next month, I think so, this or next month. They will provide you $2,000 US per month as a scholarship, and I think that is a good amount to live in Germany. And also they fund for 3 years, and you need to just apply when in the in the specific time when it is announced. The other is the National Overseas Fellowship, same as in Masters. You can also apply for PhD, and there are different categories where you can apply for the PhD thesis, using the this NOS scholarship program from Government of India. I think this is provided by Ministry of Social Welfare and Justice, I guess. So you can apply for this scholarship to also do the PhD. So the important tips, for successful application to get any scholarship to come to Germany, even a job, is the motivation letter or the cover letter, which we call. In Germany, I think most of the things, interview calls or any kind of call, it depends upon the motivation letter and the cover letter, what you have it, because they will read through what you have written. So this has to be very well written, very precise. You have to write about yourself, what you're doing, what is the experience, and what can you bring if you join the company. That has to be included in the cover letter or the motivation letter. You have to have a CV. In Germany, Germans are very bureaucratic. They are very structured, and they want CVs in tabular form. You cannot have CVs in random form. They don't like it. So most of the Germans, they prefer to have the CV in a tabular form. You can find the format in internet. You can search and you can find it in tabular form, and you can change the fonts and designs accordingly, but it has to be in tabular form. Other is the credit points, the CGPAs. This is also one of the factors, to get shortlisted. Sometimes it's it's not the best thing. We cannot measure the knowledge and the experience one has with the CGPA. But when you have a huge amount of applicants, so they have to sort, and they sort, the first thing they sort is with the CGPA. So this is also, you have to maintain a good CGPA, so that you are not shortlisted, not like thrown away in the first round of the application process. So this is also one of the criteria, because in India, if there is one scholarship, there are like thousands of people applying, and if you don't have a good CGPA, then you are just eliminated in the first round. The other thing is the volunteering services. Germans love people who does volunteering work. So that's why I introduced the Bihari More Education Project. I think this was also one of the plus point for me. Whenever I showed my CV that I did volunteering work for this many years and taught students, and these are my achievements, and they were really impressed with the work, and they wanted to know more, and and also a good reference. You also need a reference letter to apply for any kind of scholarship in Germany. and this reference letter also has to be a good one from the professor, and you have to have a good relation with the professor to give you a good reference letter. And one more thing is, what is from my side is that if you are called for an interview, and then you have to be very convincing to the interviewer. You shouldn't like just answer whatever you feel, but you have the answers should convince the interviewer that why you need to go to Germany, why it is important, why you need to take the course, that you have to be prepared. They will always ask you this question, why you chose Germany, and you have to have a very good and satisfactory answer, and you have to convince them really so that you get a scholarship. And for the PhD project, if you're applying for the PhD fund research like a scholarship, then you have to convince the interviewer that why can't you do this PhD in India? Why you have to go to Germany to this project? Why did you apply in India? This is the question which is the most recently most of the interviewer panels are asking to the applicants. So these are the what do you call my experiences which I am sharing with you. What I have faced in Germany, what I know from my side. Yeah, you can always contact me, write me an email, or also write me a message in LinkedIn if you need any kind of help. The email and the LinkedIn, what do you call, link is
Sir,
yes, Somitip. Yeah, but for today, that's all I could have. I can offer you. And if you have some questions, I'm like always ready to answer. Yes, I cannot hear you.
Sir,
Yes, you can
sir,
go
what
with
are
your
the
question.
work
I
that
just
you
want
have
you
to
to
do as a
understand.
technical assistant in Indian and in
am I
Berlin?
audible now?
Soumik is speaking actually.
Ask one by one.
Okay. Sir,
Yes, Soumik.
what are the works that you have to do as a technical assistant of Indian Embassy in Berlin, in Germany?
That's a good question. I'm not doing really research, I spent 4 years in doing research. Now technically it's like more administrative work. So it's like a science diplomat. We need to help students. That is also basic. There is if some kind of query from the student to know about the university. If they get an offer letter from Germany and they feel that okay, this offer letter is fake, then they send it to the embassy and we had to verify that is one of the like daily jobs. But what we do is we find the latest science and technology innovations in Germany, research in Germany. Then we relay this information to the counterparts in India. And if there is some kind of collaboration between the Indian institutes and the German institutes, we facilitate them, to find to bring them together, talk and collaborate. And also we try to find new schemes, governmental schemes, uh, there are many things. I think so. For if someone is doing MTech, they can contact me because I did not include so many things which are very important for the MTech students and the PhD students in this presentation. But there are so many schemes from government of India and government of Germany which will help you to come to Germany and spend 2 to 3 months, and so that kind of schemes are developed by us. We try to negotiate deals with the German counterpart and the Indian counterpart, and also we also facilitate when the science and technology ministers or the science or the what do you call advisors from the departments of science and technology, department of biotechnology comes here. We help them to set up meetings with their counterparts. That's the basic work of
Okay,
the
sir.
scientific assistant here.
Sir, can we apply for this job directly without studying there?
Yeah, that is really a tricky question. I have no idea about, because this is a very local job. It is not. I'm not like direct employee of government of India, but it is. I'm employed through the embassy of India. Yeah, so I think it is very and one more important thing is that this scientific posts are only 4 posts in the whole world. So we have only science and technology wing, So I'm working in the science and technology wing in the Embassy of India. So there are only four scientific science and technology wing in the world. One is in Germany, where I'm working on. The other one is in US. The other one is, and the third one is in Russia, and for the fourth one is in Japan. So these four countries have science and technology wing, and there are only four posts of this as a scientific assistant in the whole world. But from India, I guess it's difficult to, but you can always apply when the post is advertised, and you will find the advertisement on in the embassy website. Yeah. Any other?
And sir,
And yes.
what is a science diplomat?
Science diplomat. So science diplomats are, what do you call? They are the policymakers in science. If there's kind of what do you call collaboration, governmental collaboration. So we have to put our inputs from the scientific point of view. So if you want to do a collaboration, so maybe in vaccine development, you need to do a collaboration. And we have to give our point of view from the government's point of view. What can this project bring scientifically? How can it help the country to grow? Other diplomats will think about the real policy and the legal regulations between this deal. But we have to really go and see if this science project will really help the country. What are the results? What are the future outcomes of this project? That we have to give us a brief to the ministry. Yeah, and also we have to inform the ministry of the latest development going on. If there is a program running between Indian government and the German government, so we have several programs running from both the countries. The researchers of both the countries are working in a single project. There are several projects like that. So we have to take an updates from them and see what the program is really going for, because ministers won't know it. What is happening in science. So we have to give them the update. They have is there some kind of new data, new results, new breakthroughs? That is what the science diplomats do. Yes.
Sir.
Soumyadeep wanted to ask something. Yes.
How should a successful CV look like?
Shaumadev, you can also type in the question.
There are something in the chats. Yes.
Yes, sir. Actually, he's asking how good CV should look like, and what are the things that we should keep in mind.
Okay, CV. So in a CV, you have to have any kind of when you write an experience. You have to write in detail. So if you worked for 1 year in some company, and then you have to write what did you work, what did you achieve in that company, what were your job profiles. That has to be there. And in the beginning of CV, you have to highlight your skills. What are your best skills? What you can do the best, so that people get attracted. So when in the beginning of the CV, you have to write few lines about yourself, and in these few lines, you have to tell in what things you are good and what makes you different from the people. That has to be there. And the rest is like different kinds of achievements you had, your masters and your bachelors. You can also give a grade. I was a top 7 in my batch or something like that. I worked for the different non-governmental organization, volunteered for government organization, and there should be some kind of extracurricular activities always in the CV, so that it makes you stronger. What people think is nowadays is when you even apply for a job, what they see is what kind of extracurricular activities you are involved in. Because people, they think that if the people is just tended to work, then there is no good relationship between the co-workers, in the colleagues. So if you are involved in some kind of extracurricular activities, they think that if they see, okay, For example, what happens is that if a company in a company, everyone is like playing football. So the whole company, whole the group, the team is playing football, and then now they have a recruit. They want to recruit someone, and then your profile comes up for the interview, and when they see, and you have all the qualifications they require to get that job, and when they see extracurricular activities and you don't play football there, and there is the other guy who has like minimum qualification, which was not better than you have a better qualification, but and see, he in the extracurricular activity he plays a football, then the team will always choose the guy who plays a football, because what happens after work also matters in the company. So I think in the extracurricular activities also has to be emphasis in once when you write a CV. So that is also one of the factor. I have no experience in applying job in India, but in Germany they look into the extracurricular activities also. Not in even Germany, in US, in all the European countries, they really look into extracurricular activities when you apply for a job. So that is what you can have, and your CV also has to have some keywords when you and what do you call when you see the job advertisement, you have to take some keywords from your job advertisement and put it in your CV. So that what happens is that nowadays the CVs goes through the machine screening process. They are screened by the computer software. So when they only look for the keywords, and if you don't miss the keywords in the CV, then you are eliminated. Okay. I hope it's satisfactory. If you want more, then I can. If you have something more you want to know about the CV, then you can write to me. I can give you more what do you call tips how to write a good CV. Okay, Soumyadeep writes me that's what are the work that you have to do, and that I already explained, right? Technical assistant. It's not technical, it's a scientific assistant. So Soumyadeep, I just explained this answer, but again, it's basically handling the policies of the government and different schemes which government has, and help with the university and helping the students with the university, not the admission procedure, but to verify the university if it's genuine or not, and also with some student issues, and mostly we are dealing with the collaborations that institute that is our main job, to help the Indian institutes to collaborate in Germany. And then there is a lot of research exchange between India and Germany, and try to find new schemes how we can better improve the what do you call the quality of the education in India. And with the help of German policymakers, we try to bring together both the institutes and try to make them talk and then have a collaborations. Yeah, that's the main job of the scientific assistant in Embassy of India. And I think our HOD, from Debjani Datta, Professor Debjani Datta from biotechnology, he also has requested to give me a session with the specific what you call for biotech students. So maybe I will give a similar kind of presentation with more specific to biotech students. If I haven't announced the date yet, but soon I think maybe in this month, end of this month or next month, we will have a session in biotechnology also. So if they're biotech students, you can also join there and see more opportunities. What can you what can you do after your BTech in biotechnology, and what are the opportunities that we can discuss in that session? Yeah. Anything else? Do you want to ask me?
Yes, I would request all the attendees to ask any questions if they have.
Yeah, I will
You can ask your question.
upload I will just upload the what do you call PPT here right now, so that what do you call, where's my PPT? Here. In the chat, I will upload the PPT. I cannot upload it.
No, PPT cannot be uploaded here. You can send to any of us on LinkedIn, and we'll be sharing it with all.
Okay, then because I have the links in the PPT so that you can find more information from there. Yeah, because
Yes.
there are more questions about the scholarships and
Yes,
how to
sir.
get grants, then I think you can go
We
through the.
will attach the PPT in the YouTube video description.
Okay, I will send you and you can just upload there. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
So I think if you have more question, you can always write to me. I'm very happy to answer your doubts and queries. Yeah, I hope I gave justified this session because I did not have much time. Like I did not spend more time to prepare this like for this session. I couldn't get time
We
because of my
really
work.
get to know a lot of things actually.
Yeah, I have so many things, still have so many things to give, but I think so it will be better for the PhD students and MTech students. For BTech student, I think this is sufficient for today. But if the PhD and MTech students also wants to know something, then they can always write to me. You can give my contact details, and you can always be in touch, and I'll be very happy to help you if I have the information, and if I can help you, I will, like, that would be what do you call, what can I can give to my juniors and to the NIT Durgapur,
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Our volunteer will tell you about this program, Student Alumni Mentorship Program, in a few minutes.
Mhm.
Like to invite you for that one also.
Okay, sure.
Yes, sir. Actually, we have one new thing in our student alumni interaction cell. Meanwhile, nobody is asking questions, so I can tell you about that thing. So we
Mhm.
have STEM, that is Student Alumni Mentorship Program. In that,
Mhm.
our alumni can become the mentor of a few of the students who are thinking of doing the same thing that you have already done. So in
Okay.
that way, in that way you will actually guiding them through the process, and in any way they will be actually in need of you, so you will be helping them.
Oh, that's a
And
good program. Yeah. Should I
yeah,
register for this program?
yeah. Exactly. Means they will be sending you the things like where
Oh,
you can actually register, and that is actually happening on our website, SAI Cell
oh,
website. So yeah,
okay. I will check
that is
it then.
actually mentor mentee program.
Yeah.
It's actually
So
a one-to-one mentorship program, so you don't have to actively look for anything. If the student asks you something, or like it would be like convenient to you. Uh,
Yeah, I can understand. Yeah, if the student approaches me, then I can always help them. Yeah, that is what. Yeah, for the program that they will, when they will look for someone, then they will find me and they can
yes,
approach me. I think that's a good idea.
thank you.
yes, now again, if any of the attendees have any questions, then feel free to ask by directly unmuting your mic.
I think there is no one from biotechnology from here. If they were biotechnology people, they would ask, "What do you do after biotechnology?" There is no job opportunities in India. That's why I also came to Germany. It's not that, like, it's very difficult for a BTech in biotechnology to get a job in India, or you have to go to, yeah, either go to research or go for a minimally paid job in some software company. It's really difficult for biotech students, but I think so. Let's see in future what happens. Yeah, and yeah, you can also ask me how. Yeah, I have some tips for the CV, how to write CV, how to write a cover letter. I think I have to find. I have already have some kind of tips for you. Then you can always write, and I can write you back. That's what I can help. I guess if that's all from everyone present here, then I have to say goodbye, maybe. And I will send you the PPT to email. I think I have an email for.
Yes, sir. Now we are towards the end of this interactive session. Your PPT was really good because you have covered all the things, means covering your college experience on with PMEP, and your future experience, your past experiences after BTech also. So this was really nice, and had covered all points. So now, from the Student Alumni Interaction Cell under Center for Alumni Affairs and International Relations, we have as a token of appreciation for you that I am presenting.
Okay, thank you very much. Yes.
Please accept. Yeah, is it visible?
Yes, yes, I can see it. Thank
Yes,
you.
sir. Please accept.
Yeah. Thank you. Send me in the email, yeah?
Yeah, definitely, sir, definitely.
I'll also send you the PPT in email and you can upload it with the YouTube video. So
Yeah,
that they can,
yes, sir, yes, sir.
can also
Yes,
take
sir.
advantage from that.
Thank you, sir, for giving us your time and sharing your knowledge with us. Students,
It's my
alumni.
pleasure. It's my pleasure to help,
This is
the juniors, and AIT Durgapur is very close to my heart, so I'll always find time for the people and students there. Don't worry.
Thank you, sir. We
Pleasure
hope
to
for
be
more
here.
learning opportunities from you in future.
Yeah, sure. Thank you very much. Thank you for the session, and see you
Thank you.
soon, and yeah, be in touch with me. Yeah. Bye.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation.
Wish you all the best
Bye.
for the future. Thank you, everyone, for joining this meet. Now you can leave. Thank you.